Hello and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're playing Baldur's Gate 3 and we're going to be discussing my top 10 tips for beginners in this game. Now mind you, not all of these tips are going to be do this thing or don't do this thing. I'm just going to be highlighting a lot of different things that are important to playing the game, understanding it, and having a good time / doing things kind of right. So with all that in mind, let's just dive on in and start off with my first tip, which is character flexibility. Baldur's Gate 3 offers you an expansive playground right at the outset, the character creation screen. As a new player, you might feel the weight of choice here. There's a rich array of races, classes, and backgrounds, each weaving a distinct narrative tapestry and skill set for your avatar. This is where the magic of role-playing begins, where you decide if you wish to be a stealthy elven rogue or a valorous dwarven fighter. These choices aren't just aesthetic or archetypal, they shape your interactions, your abilities, and even the way the world around you reacts. For instance, a tiefling might be viewed with suspicion in certain quarters due to their infernal heritage, or a wizard might have access to unique dialogue choices given their arcane knowledge. However, as you journey deeper into the game, it's important to remember that these initial decisions, while influential, aren't set in stone. Baldur's Gate 3 understands that players evolve, learn, and sometimes even regret their choices. To cater to this, the game later introduces a specific NPC who can assist you in tweaking and adjusting your character's build. This design choice is a comforting reminder that while your initial decisions shape your journey's outset, you're provided with opportunities to refine and adjust your path, ensuring you're always aligned with your envisioned playstyle and narrative. Number 2, understanding D&D basics. Baldur's Gate 3 is a unique fusion of traditional video game mechanics and the classic Dungeons & Dragons tabletop rules. As a newcomer, you might wonder why certain things happen the way they do, or be puzzled by certain terms. The D&D system at its core relies on dice rolls, most notably the 20-sided die or D20. Throughout the game, many of your actions, whether it's trying to persuade a stubborn gatekeeper or landing a crucial blow in combat, will depend on the roll of this virtual dice. Understanding this can be crucial, as it means outcomes in the game often carry an element of chance, just like in the tabletop version. But remember, while randomness plays a part, strategy and making informed decisions can tilt the odds in your favor. This system might seem unfamiliar at first, especially if you've never played tabletop RPGs, but as you progress you'll start to see the beauty in it. The D&D mechanics provide depth, creating scenarios where you have to weigh risks versus reward. For instance, do you risk casting a powerful spell that requires a high dice roll, or do you opt for a safer, more reliable action? The game gives you a wealth of tools and options, and understanding the basic mechanics of Dungeons & Dragons can greatly enhance your gameplay experience, making every decision a meaningful, tactical, and sometimes nail-biting choice. Number 3 is turn-based combat. Baldur's Gate 3 introduces players to a combat system that may differ significantly from other games that you've played. Unlike real-time battles where speed and reflexes are king, this game uses a turn-based approach, a staple of classic role-playing games. In this system, each participant, be it the player, ally, or an enemy, takes turns performing actions, like moving, attacking, or casting spells. This means that you do have the luxury of time during your turn to think through each decision. It's almost like a game of chess, where strategic planning and foresight can be the difference between victory and defeat. Consider factors like positioning, terrain advantage, and possible future moves before committing to an action. While this might sound daunting, it's a rewarding and deep system once you get the hang of it. Let's take the high ground as an example. Positioning an archer on an elevated platform grants them a better vantage point, potentially leading to improved accuracy and damage. Similarly, being aware of environmental elements like flammable oil or water can be paired with spells or abilities to set up devastating combos. Furthermore, always keep an eye on your available resources and the turn order displayed on the screen to anticipate enemy moves and plan counter strategies. Embracing the turn-based nature of combat will unlock a myriad of tactical possibilities and give you a richer and more immersive experience in Baldur's Gate 3. Number 4, interactive conversation. Welcome to the intricate world of Baldur's Gate 3, where conversations aren't just idle chit-chat. They're a pivotal aspect of your adventure. As you journey through the game, you'll often find yourself immersed in intricate dialogues with a myriad of characters, each with personalities, motives, and agendas. Unlike many other games where dialogue is a straightforward means to gather information, Baldur's Gate 3 places significant weight on these exchanges. Every choice you make, from your tone to the very words that you utter, can have immediate or long-term consequences. Sometimes you might sway an NPC's opinion in your favor, unlock hidden quests, or even even turn a potential foe into a valuable ally. However, choose carelessly and you might find doors closing, opportunities slipping away, or, in dire situations, face confrontation. As you engage in these interactions, keep in mind that the game often presents you with skill checks, which are essentially dice rolls that determine the success or failure of certain dialogue choices. Your character's attributes, background, and past decisions can influence the outcomes of these checks. For instance, if you're trying to intimidate someone, a character with a high strength stat might have a better chance at succeeding. On the other hand, a character with a background in diplomacy or persuasion might excel in more peaceful negotiations. Always weigh the potential risks and rewards of each dialogue option by treating each conversation as a unique puzzle to be navigated. You'll enrich your Baldur's Gate 3 experience and uncover layers of narrative depth that the game has to offer. Number 5, do not rely solely on autosave. In your grand adventure with Baldur's Gate 3, you'll undoubtedly face pivotal moments, intense battles, and decision points that can drastically shift the direction of your story. While the game does feature an autosave system, which periodically creates a snapshot of your progress, relying solely on this feature can sometimes lead to unexpected challenges or regrets. Imagine diving deep into a challenging dungeon, only to realize you made a series of choices that put your party at a disadvantage, or impulsively making a choice in conversation that has dire consequences. If your only save point is after these moments, you might find yourself wishing for a way to rewind time. This is where the importance of manual saving comes into play. By frequently creating your own save points, especially before crucial decisions or challenging battles, you grant yourself the flexibility to revisit and potentially reshape moments in your journey. Think of it as laying down safety nets or checkpoints that you can return to whenever you feel the need. Whether you're experimenting with different strategies, exploring alternative narrative outcomes, or simply ensuring that a mistake doesn't cost you hours of progress, manual saves are an invaluable tool. Embrace the habit of saving regularly, and you'll find your journey through Baldur's Gate 3 to be more forgiving and a tailored experience for you. Number 6, explore and experiment. In the sprawling world of Baldur's Gate 3, every nook and cranny can potentially harbor secrets, treasures, or fascinating encounters that enhance your journey. The game's vast and detailed environment is designed not just for its aesthetic appeal, but to encourage and reward thorough exploration. By venturing off the beaten path, you could discover hidden caches of valuable items, lore-rich artifacts, or even subplots and side quests that provide further depth to the overarching story. Moreover, these tucked-away corners can often offer insights into the world's history, the motivations of various factions, and the intricate web of relationships that connect different characters and events. But exploration isn't just about the physical environment. Experimentation with the game's mechanics, character builds, and interaction choices can lead to an enriched understanding and appreciation of this game. By trying out different character builds or mixing and matching party members, you may stumble upon synergies and strategies that you hadn't considered before. Similarly, by choosing different dialogue options or taking alternate actions in scenarios, you can unlock various outcomes, shedding light on different facets of the story or leading to unique challenges and rewards. In essence, don't be afraid to take risks or chart an unconventional path. Often, it's through these moments of curiosity and daring that some of Baldur's Gate 3's most memorable experiences are uncovered. Number 7, stay vigilant for hidden elements. As you journey through the vast expanse of Baldur's Gate 3, it's vital to remember that not everything is as it seems on the surface. This world is brimming with hidden elements that can change the tide of your adventure. Often the environment itself holds concealed paths, secret chambers, or obscured levers and switches. By actively seeking out these hidden elements, you can uncover alternative routes that bypass a particularly challenging group of enemies, or find valuable treasures that can greatly assist you on your quest. Many of these secrets are carefully woven into the game's lore, providing a deeper understanding of the story and the world around you. These elements often reward players with unique gear, rare crafting materials, or even story snippets that can't be found elsewhere. Moreover, the game has incorporated a plethora of environmental interactions that you can use to your advantage. By paying close attention to your surroundings and experimenting with objects or the terrain, you can find ingenious ways to overcome challenges. For example, a seemingly inconspicuous puddle of oil can be ignited to create a fiery trap for unsuspecting foes, or perhaps a precarious chandelier suspended overhead might be the perfect tool to incapacitate a group of adversaries. By staying alert and thinking outside the box, you'll not only unearth the myriad secrets Baldur's Gate 3 has to offer, but also become a more adept and strategic player, ready to tackle the myriad challenges that lie ahead. Number 8, move and investigate objects. Stepping into the sprawling realms of Baldur's Gate 3, it's easy to be overwhelmed by the vast landscapes, bustling cities, and intricate dungeons. However, among the grandeur and chaos, it's the subtle details details that can make a significant difference in your journey. One often overlooked aspect of the game is the ability to move and investigate objects around you. Many items in the environment, from crates to boulders, aren't just static set pieces. They can be manipulated and interacted with. By moving objects, you can create pathways, reveal hidden entrances, or even construct makeshift barricades against oncoming foes. This interactive nature of the game invites you to think creatively, ensuring you don't overlook any potential advantages. On top of the tactical advantages, investigating objects is a gateway to a richer storytelling experience. Larian Studios has masterfully embedded lore, hints, and backstory within the most inconspicuous of items. A discarded letter might reveal the motives of a mysterious character, an ancient relic may hold clues to a long-forgotten legend, or a seemingly ordinary book might hide secrets to powerful spells. By taking the time to inspect and delve into the items that you've come across, you're not only enhancing your understanding of the game's rich narrative tapestry, but also equipping yourself with knowledge that could aid in decision-making and quest-solving further down the line. Number 9. Choices and Consequences. Embarking on an adventure within Baldur's Gate 3 is not just about the epic battles, discovering ancient treasures, or unveiling dark secrets. It's also a tale deeply rooted in decisions and their consequences. As a newcomer, you might feel the impulse to treat decisions lightly, assuming that the game will guide you down a set path regardless of your choices. However, this could not be further from the truth. Larian Studios has woven a complex tapestry of branching storylines and outcomes, ensuring that your choices, whether they are significant decisions that shape the world or seemingly small actions, have a tangible impact. This means that alliances can be forged or shattered, towns saved or destroyed, and character fates sealed or altered, all based on the decisions that you make. Beyond the immediate repercussions of your actions, there are long-term consequences to consider as well. While a particular decision might seem beneficial in the short run, it could lead to unforeseen complications later in your journey. Similarly, a seemingly inconsequential choice might ripple into a major plot point hours into the game. It's this intricate dance of cause and effect that makes every playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 unique, fostering an environment where discussions with fellow players often begin with, "Did that happen in your game?" Approach each decision with care, deliberation, and a sense of immersion, knowing that the world of Baldur's Gate 3 shifts and molds itself in response to your journey's narrative. Finally, number 10, familiarize yourself with camp interactions. The grand journey of Baldur's Gate 3 is not just a sequence of battles and exploration. There's a crucial aspect of downtime that often goes unnoticed by many newcomers: the camp. Think of your camp as a safe haven, a respite from the dangers of the world where you can regroup, heal, and forge deeper bonds with your companions. It's not merely a place to rest, but a dynamic setting filled with opportunities for character development, uncovering backstories, and planning your next steps. By interacting with your party members at the camp, you'll uncover layers of their personalities, secrets, and desires that aren't immediately apparent during the heat of battle or the rush of an adventure. Moreover, as the game progresses, your camp will evolve, reflecting the choices that you've made and the allies that you've garnered. Different characters may offer unique quests, items, or insights based on your interactions with them. Failing to make use of the camp interactions could mean missing out on vital information, powerful gear, or even alternative solutions to challenges ahead. As a new player, make it a point to regularly visit and interact with your camp. Take this time to immerse yourself in the rich tapestry of relationships and stories that unfold, for they can provide not just tactical advantages, but also a deeper appreciation of the world Larian Studios has crafted. And that's it for today. That's all we've got to say. That is all 10 of my important things that I want to tell people that are new to Baldur's Gate 3. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and comment what you liked about it down below. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.